So this is Ernie Warrender, UKIP's small business spokesman. We just had the YI conference here in Worcester. What did you think about it?
It's amazing to see such an oversubscribed event and such a broad spectrum of people as well. You had an amazing series of speakers. Gerald Batten, the leader, has come down and basically reaffirmed the fact that the ship is steady, it's well financed now. The membership is increasing week on week on week. YI have confirmed that by saying their own membership is growing immensely. The massive range of speakers, from the leader of the Welsh Assembly, Gareth, who has been UKIP leader, David Curtin from the London Assembly, Sargon of Akkad, and Count Dankula, who absolutely amazing with these massive internet presences. And to get all of those people together has been a huge effort of coordination from people, some of whom are still studying at university. I know guys like you are studying, and yeah, it's absolutely amazing. I did a speech on small business, and the key crucial thing with the small business is I am a small businessman. I am in fact one of the 4 or 5% of small businesses who deal within the EU, which is quite amusing. And I deal with a large Italian company, and when the Brexit vote came about, I phoned them up and I said, look, what's going to happen? And they said, between friends, we've been doing business for a long time, nothing's going to happen, it will stay the same. And I feel that confidence now increasingly. I do feel a lot of people are very let down by our government, the way that they just seem to be trying to keep us in the EU by hook or by crook. And there is only one voice, there is only one party and one voice that is unified about Brexit. And I'm sorry, it isn't the Labour Party, it's not the Tory Party, there's another one as well, but I can't remember. It's us. And we're the only party that speak for 16 million small businesses, because the Tories, it's big business banks, hedge funds, international financiers. The Labour Party, it's the unions. He who pays the piper calls the tune. But UKIP, when I talk to lots of young people in here, many of them who've started their own little businesses, many of them are working within small businesses, and it falls on our shoulders to be the voice for those people.
So you attended a Federation of the Small Business meeting the other week in Gloucestershire. How did that go? What could you gather?
It was organised by Glenn Goggley, who is the Gloucestershire UKIP chairman, because the village town of Stonehouse is suffered immensely because of this new incinerator plant that they've put in. The town has died, and UKIP passionately believe, and we heard it from the foreign speakers, the German chap, the Italian chap, that the high street is one of the reasons people come to this country. They come to this country to see British culture and British ways, and it's being strangled and killed. And Glenn organised an event where the local chairman of the Federation of Small Business attended, and I have to say, I work well with the Federation of Small Business. They seem to be the only large organisation truly representing small business. They've put together an action plan. They've gone out, spoken, literally knocking on doors, speaking to the business people in town and saying, how are you doing? Some of them, there's a wonderful lady hairdressers there, give her a plug, and she said, it doesn't affect us, people still need their hair cut in, but other places are slowing down. But you see a changing face of the high street. They've got a vaping saloon there now, which of course at my age is like, whoa, what's that? We went in there, it was packed full of people, it was like a real social gig, everybody was chatting. So yes, I think the high street has to evolve and change, we recognise that, but we have to have a high street. And it was good to see the Federation of Small Business turning out. It wasn't a political event, we didn't go there with our UKIP badges on or anything like that. And I think the businesses feel reassured that somebody actually cares about them.
Absolutely. What do you think, or how do you think young people can get into business, especially post-Brexit?
That's a huge question. I've got 3 daughters, 18 to 27, lucky me, and their future was stolen by cheap lies for political gain by firstly the Lib Dems, now Jeremy Corbyn. Oh, we'll pay your student tuition fees. Oh, we hate student tuition. Oh, blah 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 blah. Oh, we've been elected, excellent, forget about that. And people are ending up with, well, you tell me, 40, 50,000 pounds worth of debt. At your age, I couldn't do all those noughts. I couldn't comprehend that much money. And it's wrong. That could have been their deposit for a house. That could have been their stake to start a business. And UKIP passionately believe that student tuition fees must be stopped. And that is not a cheap political statement. It is deep, deep buried in our ethos. And when we get elected to Parliament, as I believe we will, when we get councillors, as I believe we will, because the amount of people who are now sick to the back teeth, irrespective of how they voted in the referendum, fun enough, we get a lot of people who come up to us and they'll say, look, voted Remain, but this ain't fair. This is not fair. And I just think it's made it difficult for young people. Sure, they got these wonderful degrees and everything like that, but I started my first business with my 1 O-level, but I didn't know how many beans made 6. And it's really crucial,
Absolutely. Anyway, thank you very much.
It's really good. Thanks ever so much, and thanks for the interview.
Yeah, thank you very much.
Take care.
Much appreciated.
Bye-bye.
Thank you.